During this time, it's been really, really important for me to find things to keep myself busy. As many of you know, I love to work out in the morning, but not having that was really scary for me. But I've replaced that in giving myself grace, and this is just a slower time in my life where I don't have to just go, go, go all the time, and it's been really nice. I've been journaling, not every single day, but most days, especially on the busier days when we do have appointments, and making notes, and that's been really nice. I've also been watching a lot of TV. I've had to do a lot of resting and keeping, calm. And I wouldn't say I'm normally a TV person, but again, I'm just giving myself grace to pick a few shows. And I've really gotten into Suits and The Summer I Turned Pretty on Amazon Prime, and just really changing my mindset at this time. Like I said, giving myself grace that I don't have to be go, 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 which has been, I feel like, my entire life for the last 35 years. And just having something every single day that I look forward to is a big thing. I feel like I have to take care of my mental and physical health in different ways right now. Instead of going for a run, you might find me on the couch for an hour, and that's okay. I've also been doing a lot of reading. This is the third book I've gotten done in the last 2 weeks because, again, just having more time and trying to relax and repair myself, it's just been really nice to read. I hope throughout this process of me sharing us going through our fertility journey and also me going through IVF stems and just the up and downs of the emotions, that you can see that it's really just about giving yourself grace. So physically taking care of myself looks very different. It's a lot of relaxing. And then emotionally and mentally taking care of myself, I've been doing a lot more self-care. Like every time I come home from an appointment, I do a full shower and self-care. And I'm so thankful to OneSkin for partnering with me for today's video. One of my biggest concerns, aside from not being able to work out and feeling like I would have all this free time and my mind would be going crazy, is my skin. With all the hormones that I've been taking over the last month and a half, but especially over the IVF stems, I was really concerned about my skin. And I was actually looking into OneSkin, and then they reached out to me, and I thought, what a blessing that I get to work with them. And I have been loving their products, and I actually think they are one of the biggest reasons why my skin has not changed with all the hormones, and having used them over the past couple weeks and then into the recovery process after the egg retrieval, I think is going to be the best for my skin. Think of it as if you have one bad apple in a batch, you take that bad apple out so you don't destroy everything. I feel that is how OneSkin is. If I have a little patch of quote unquote bad skin on my face, it's repairing everything to remove that. And it's been really wonderful. I can feel my skin changing because of the hormones that I've been on, and OneSkin has really been beneficial to keeping my skin moisturized, making sure I'm not getting acne, and really helping again with aging and wrinkles, which is something that I've been fighting off since the beginning of the year when I committed to a full skincare routine. And I love finding new items that I can implement into my daily routine. Please check the link down below in the description box and use my code Miranda15 to get 15% off your entire order, including subscriptions on the OneSkin website. This is available for all first-time customers. Today is Monday, August 14th. Yes, today I have another appointment with my doctor, another ultrasound, blood work, and I'm excited because I feel like we're like at the end, like we're nearing that. And egg retrieval hopefully will still be on Friday. They might take me Saturday, just depending. They already told me that, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll still be on Friday. So today I'm gonna go in, see where these ovaries are at. I'll be honest, over the weekend I didn't film, just took my shots like normal. I take that back. I did film one of the nights, but nothing changed over the weekend. But I'm thinking there might be a medication added in today, maybe tomorrow, the one that kind of like holds off ovulation, because guys, I feel like my ovaries are the size of grapefruits. Like they're so big. I can feel them. They're heavy. And what's wild to me is yesterday I did not go for an intentional like walk, my normal like 20-30 minute walk. Instead we went to the movies because I was just like, I need to pass time. I'm not feeling awesome. So we went to see Oppenheimer. So it was 3 hours of my day. The day before I was at a bridal party, and I think I was just on my feet too much, like in the morning, in the afternoon, and then I just kind of like sat at the bridal party. Like I obviously socialized, but like I kind of sat down the whole time because I was feeling it. And my doctor definitely said that Saturday would be like the biggest difference and how I would feel, because my ovaries would all of a sudden just like get really plump. I don't think they're the actual size of grapefruits, but they feel like it. When I walk, I can feel them. I can press on my tummy and I can feel them. It's so weird, but they just feel really heavy. And the wild thing is, I was telling my husband yesterday, is when I went to like our initial consultation for IVF and heard I couldn't work out, I was like really shocked, and I was like, okay. And I was just like, all right, I'll listen to everything you say because we want to be successful. But at the time, I was obviously feeling like my normal self. And I told him over the weekend, I don't think I could work out if I tried. Like, my ovaries are just like taking over my body, and they are so heavy that I physically don't think I can work out. Like lifting things, I'm not allowed to lift things over 5 pounds, but would physically hurt. It's wild to me. So yeah, yesterday I didn't go for an intentional walk. I did Saturday. I plan to today, as long as I'm okay to do so. But yeah, it's just like so crazy to me. So today is checkup number 3 of 4, unless we add another one this week. So we have Monday, Wednesday, Friday right now on the schedule. Things might change, but I'll keep you updated with how today's appointment goes. My husband is going with me. And then we have stems tonight. And honestly, I'm tired of the hormones, the up and down feelings. Like, I was just crying a few minutes ago, just because of how like I feel. Like, it's hard not to look at your body and see it changing, but like not in the way you want it to. Like, I am so excited for it to change, to have a baby inside me, but like being really bloated and watery, and it kind of gets to you, you know, like with how it's just the hormones pumping in. I know that, but it's getting to me today. So I actually bought myself a new shirt to make myself feel better. Here, let's do an outfit check, shall we? So this is an old skirt that I actually got at Goodwill, I think. No, this is from TJ Maxx. And then I got this tank top over the weekend because I wanted to wear this skirt, and yeah, I think this looks really cute together. I know that people can't see what I feel. My belly feels like it's out to here. My ovaries feel like they're like this, just heavy grapefruits, like the biggest grapefruits at the store. I think it's because they're pushing on my organs in the inside, but I am definitely bloated. I feel like it's so hard for people to see because they're like, what? Like, my best friend was like, I don't see it. I was like, okay. I sent a picture to another friend. She's like, I don't see it. I'm like, I feel so big, but I think it's just because my ovaries are like pushing on my like organs maybe, and like making me feel a certain way. But when I look at myself in the camera lens, I'm like, I look really bloated for me. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The bloating doesn't matter. I know it's just like in my head because of the hormones. I'm just saying these things out loud because I know that other people on this journey have felt the same as me. And I know that other people moving forward need to hear this. It's okay if you gain weight during this process. You can always lose it weight later if you want to. It's not a big deal. I think we accept our body changing so much more when there's a baby inside versus when there's not, because again, it's a reminder that you haven't gotten pregnant, that your body hasn't gotten pregnant, that it might be you or your partner. And I think it's just like a reminder. And then having the hormones pump in, it's like not your natural self because you're just walking through the waves, and it's really difficult. So feel your feels and then put your big girl pants on and finish out the day, because that's what I'm doing. So how the medications go, I told you last week that I was getting like hot flashes and migraines. Not even migraines, just like a cloudy headache. Let's reverse that. Let's not say migraines, because I know what a migraine is. I do battle with migraines. Just like a foggy headache. I'm waking up every morning with a foggy headache. But as long as I drink hydration right away in the morning, I'm usually good. So I usually sleep with my cup next to me. I don't drink throughout the night, but as soon as I get up, I have some hydration, and then it usually lifts it. And then I just stay hydrated throughout the day, not drinking any regular water, still just hydration. And I'm doing about 3 cups, which is 120 ounces of water, but I'm like so thirsty. We went to the movies yesterday, and I actually brought myself a Fresca because it has some potassium and sodium in it. So I was like, and some citrus. So basically it works. But like, I was so thirsty. I could have drank that whole thing in like 2 seconds. And so for a 3-hour movie, I was just like, I'm so thirsty. And I didn't want to go out and buy regular water because I don't want to move like my electrolyte stance. Like, it's a whole thing. Anyways, you can watch my last video if you want to hear more about it, but enough chatting. I need to get ready to go because we have to leave here in a few minutes, and then I'll check in with you afterwards, probably tonight, before I take my stems. I'm back from my appointment. I don't know where my husband ran off to, but he was here a second ago. He went with me. Couple of things. My ovaries are the size of grapefruits. Yes, they are. I told her, feels like they're like the size of grapefruits, but like, is that just in my head? And she's like, no, that's how big they are right now. So they are big, and we captured so many good images of eggs. They're not quite all to mature size yet, but she was like showing us, and we were just like so excited. Like, it's just really cool to think that one of those eggs is our future baby. It's like crazy. So we also got the clarification this morning, just so everything is set for the week. We have another checkup on Wednesday, quick blood work, ultrasound, and then that will kind of set us up to know when we're taking our trigger shot or shots. And then Friday is our egg retrieval. So we got all that set. And then I'm just waiting on a call. Blood work usually comes back after lunchtime, and I usually get a call between 2 and 3 o'clock. And I'll get a call today just saying if we're adding in another medication, which most likely we are, and that's just holding off ovulation to make sure my estrogen doesn't rise. But again, it's just waiting on blood work. So I'll see you tonight when we do shots. My belly hurts so bad. Every time I get an ultrasound, I get like really crampy. I'm already like crampy, but then it gets more crampy. So yay. I'm taking it really easy today. I don't have anything to do. I'm just gonna chill around the house. I'm gonna make myself some lunch right now and probably watch TV. I like never watch TV, but as the PA said last week, get to liking TV because you just got to keep your feet up at this point and relax. There's not a lot you can do. And my husband literally won't let me do anything. Like, I went to go do laundry and he's like, no. And then I was doing the dishes and he's like, no. So just kind of have to get through the next few days. I'm off work today, but I am going to work for the next 3 days, and I'll be fine. As long as I don't lift anything, I'll be absolutely fine. I'll be a little bit more active, but I'll try to be like low key and like, you know, save my action and stuff. I talked to her about it today. She said I was fine. Just relax and enjoy today. So that's what I'm gonna do. See you later when I take the shots. We'll see if it's 2 or 3. If we are adding the third one, which is most likely, it is going to be a tummy shot because she wants to save my arms for the other shots and doesn't want to use them. And she said right now, just like, let's not use a leg. It would be better to use a tummy than a leg at this point because that's even more sensitive because, like, you know, that's right into the muscle. So we're going to do a tummy shot, and that's kind of scary. So I don't, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's such a tender area right now. So I'm like a little freaked out, but everybody else does it that way. So I think I'll be okay. Right? Yes, I'm strong. I got this. It is Wednesday. I almost said October. August 16th. 2 days from egg retrieval. Literally, my doctor, when she walked out of the exam room today, was like, she's ready for Friday. Like, she said that really loud to my coordinator and then to the nurse. I'm very ready for Friday. Here's some photos. These are my eggs. I have a lot of them. Waiting on my blood work to actually come back in the next 2 hours. It's about 1 o'clock right now. We went to lunch, but I'm waiting for my blood work to come back to see if we're doing the double trigger shot. If we are, we're doing HCG, which is Pregnol. And I can't remember the other one, but we're just basically just waiting the next couple hours, because if so, she has to get the order in by 2 o'clock for home delivery, and then it'll be delivered at 7, and my trigger shot is at 8:30 because my egg retrieval is at 8:30 on Friday, and it's 36 hours in between. So today's appointment was like the same blood work, ultrasound, but the ultrasound did take a little bit longer because my doctor was going in and kind of like getting like the size of a lot of the bigger eggs, and then like taking pictures of everything, because she likes to know before she goes in like how many trays they need for eggs and stuff, like, because obviously my husband's sperm, you know, they wash it and pick out the best of those, so she's kind of giving them an idea of that. So I have no more shots. I took my Generelix this morning. That thing hurts, okay? I don't know how you guys do tummy shots all the time. I get really nauseous with tummy shots, and my husband for some reason like cannot pinch anything on my upper tummy. My lower tummy you can pinch something right now because there's a lot of water being held on there, but upper tummy there's just like nothing. And like literally, I don't know how you guys do that. Like those of you that have done tummy shots, those 3 knocked me out. Like I literally this morning I laid on the couch for like 15 minutes before I got ready for work, and I was like, I'm so nauseous, and I just feel disgusting from that shot. Like it makes me crampy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can also feel it going in, which is, I mean, like the arm shots, but anyways. So yeah, triggers tonight. Just waiting to see what we're triggering with exactly in the dosage based on my blood work. Tomorrow I have to take in the morning an antibiotic and then an antibiotic in the evening. No more shots, no more Metapure, no more Goanol, no more Generelix. But the trigger shot does go in your bum, so we have a bummy shot tonight, which I'm not really looking forward to, but like I'm excited to get this whole process. Like we've been working so hard for Friday. Don't know how many eggs, she didn't say. She just went in and took a lot of pictures. My husband also took pictures, so I was like, so I could see. I could see obviously on the ultrasound, but I can see later too. So I'm actually gonna probably take a little cat nap and turn my phone on, so when my coordinator calls, I'll be ready to go. Oh, also tomorrow, I do have a quick blood work just to make sure the trigger shot is in my system. They do that right away in the morning, so I have to head back to the clinic tomorrow, and then that should be it. I'm really excited. Let's get these puppies out because mama's hurting. It's amazing. Like if you've gone through this process before, you know what a heavy ovary feels like. And when your ovaries are like the size of grapefruits and they're just like puffy and swollen, it makes it really just hard to get around. It's nothing like pregnancy, what pregnant women say like towards the end of their pregnancy maybe, but it's just like a very different feeling. It's not like high, it's low, and it feels like it's gonna fall out every time I take a step. Love that for me. But I'm very happy that I am able to go through this process and that my eggs are flourishing right now. Flourishing eggs. Okay, I will see you tonight when we take that trigger shot. It is like 6:15 a.m. Friday, August 18th, and today is egg retrieval day. I have to get ready and get my bag together. I've been fasting since last night. Also, we left the paper towels on the table after dinner. My instructions were to have like the saltiest french fries for dinner, so I did. Problem with that though is when you're fasting, and you can't have anything. So you're so thirsty when you wake up. But that's supposed to really help you with recovery. So I'm gonna go get ready, get my bag together. I think my bag's downstairs to put my stuff in, and then we're heading out because we have to be there by 7:30 to check in, and the process starts at 8:30. It's a really quick 10-15 minute procedure, but you do go under anesthesia for it, and then it's probably like 2-ish hours for me to like kind of fully wake up and get out of there. So I'm so excited for today. This is gonna be the last day of today's vlog, or this vlog, and then I'll restart a vlog on Sunday, because that's when we'll kind of like get all the information of like our embryos, like how many fertilized, and Wednesday we'll know how many made it to the 5-day mark. The other thing I was gonna say, oh, yesterday I did have a quick appointment just to get my blood checked and just make sure the HCG trigger shot like was in my body, and it definitely was. I got a call yesterday afternoon from my clinic and we were good, so, which I didn't have any doubt with. I feel like my body really responded well to the medication. I actually have leftover medication that I was gonna ask my coordinator what to do with because I can't return it. I know that the ones that are like the pre-injectables, like the Goanol, like I can't give to anybody, but the Menopur and the Generelics that are not opened, I would love to give to somebody, like, because at the clinic, to like save them some money, because I can't use it and I can't return it. So I'm really excited, not nervous, because I feel like I just did the whole anesthesia thing a couple weeks ago. So let's go get ready. And as far as anesthesia and like prep goes, my instructions were to shower the night before, and then I can do no makeup, no perfume, no jewelry, show up as me, baggy clothes. So I'm excited. I'm so excited, you guys. Like the last 2 weeks, like every single appointment, I still would have like a little self-doubt. I think that's just like a common thing, because you're constantly getting monitored, and in the back of my mind I'd be like, well, what if, you know, this is the day where things aren't responding correctly, or this is the day they tell me like it's the end of the road for me. And I know my doctor wouldn't put me through all this if that was the case, but you just never know how your body's responding to medicine, or how your ovaries are growing, or how your eggs are growing. So each checkup I just feel like I was like, I could take a breath, and then I would be like a little nervous again, not like anxious, just like a little nervous. So it's really awesome to finally get to today, and hopefully we only have to do this retrieval once. Hopefully we get enough embryos that we only do this process once, and then we never have to do it again. So that's our goal. I can brush my teeth. I just can't swallow any of the water, which, do people do that when they brush their teeth? I don't know, but I can't chew gum or have mints, but I can brush my teeth. So last time I had anesthesia, it said I couldn't brush my teeth, and I was like, oh, hell no, I'm gonna brush my teeth. So I just didn't use water last time, and then was good to go. And I know like it's hard to tell people's bodies, but mine is so swollen. My stomach, obviously this is like all my ovaries right here. It is so swollen, like, and I feel like it's hard for other people to see that, but for me, I can see it. And this is not going away today, because unfortunately the ovaries are going to fill up with water, and that's going to take like 7 to 10 days to recover. That's why you want a lot more salt in your diet. But these puppies are big, and this is like hard. It's so weird. Like, I don't like pressing on it because I feel like I'm going to rupture them, but yeah, I feel like I look normal like this. Normal. And then I don't feel very normal. So, okay. I'll show you my outfit that I'm wearing. Okay, quickly thinking maybe I shouldn't wear these. I was wanting to be comfortable, but now I'm thinking like, I don't know. There's not a lot of room in these. I love these overalls so much, but we're gonna change because I have a feeling this is not going to be conducive for after, which is not something I thought of when I grabbed these out last night. Okay, pause. All right, this is better. Okay, kept the tank top. I brought a t-shirt with me to change into afterwards. I just feel like wearing this now because it's gonna be really hot. It's hot outside. And some joggers. And I have a lot of room in these joggers, so we're gonna wear that. I just need to brush my hair and go pack my bag and find my husband because I don't know where he went off to. My hair looks so bad from. It's fine. Nobody cares what my hair looks like except for me. All right, I thought I would show you what I'm putting in my tote bag for the surgery center. Gatorade for after. Last time I did not bring this and I was dying. So this time I went out and got a Gatorade Zero. I like the Zero because I don't like the added sugar, but you can do whatever you like. I brought a tank top and a t-shirt because I have texture issues sometimes, especially like with my anxiety. I feel like I don't know. So I brought both and I have a tank top on. So if I want to change after, I can. My phone, 2 hair ties to put my hair up, because you always have to have a backup. Let me know down below if you're like me. I cannot bring one hair tie anywhere. I'll have a surgery gown and like a cap on, but I still need to put my hair up. Sunglasses and my wallet for my ID, and then that's it. My husband's driving me. He's getting ready really quick, and we're off. Hello friends, it has been about 4 hours since I got home. This is my this is my warmie. I will link this down below. It is amazing. My right ovary is very angry because she worked hard the last 2 weeks. This little warmie you put in the microwave for like 60 seconds and it stays warm for hours. I had my husband warm it up again about an hour and a half ago because I wanted it like really hot. It's fantastic. So if you are having surgery or whatever, you should get one. Hang on, I'm gonna try to set you up here. Let's chat because I just took a nap for about an hour. I've been home for about 4 hours. I did not check in with you at the surgery center because I just wanted to, I hate to say like enjoy it, but like this is a moment in time that like is a pivotal moment in my life and my husband's life. So I decided not to vlog when I was there. We got there, we checked in, and then I saw when we were coming out of the clinic, I saw this like short, stumpy rainbow, and I instantly started crying because it was like starting to rain when we got to the clinic because we're getting like the tail end of that hurricane that's coming through, Hurricane Hillary. But I decided at that moment I wasn't gonna vlog because it meant more to me to like be in the moment. And a lot of people understand that. Like, I'm not a lifestyle vlogger. I'm sharing this because I hope that I can encourage others, but also it's such a huge part of my life that like it seems so natural to share it. Just kind of like our debt-free journey and sharing meals. It just feels very natural. But there are some things I still try to keep private. So I checked in at 7:30. Got over to the surgery center like right after, like 2 seconds after that. Filled out all my paperwork, you know, signed my life away. Got in there and I was so excited to see that the same nurse and like staff, the anesthesiologist and everybody that I had for the last procedure when I had my hyperoscopy done about a month ago. Was that about a month ago? Yeah. They were all there and they remembered me, and it was like really nice because it just like instantly made me feel relaxed. And I was just so excited. Like getting up this morning, I was excited. I was not nervous. I was not anxious. I was just happy. I was happy we made it to today. So anyways, they got me all set up, got my IV hooked up, you know, checked my vitals. They got me checked in, and then they rolled me back to the OR, and then my like doctor came in and the lab lady came in. And I don't remember anything past that because that's when anesthesia just said like, you're gonna take a quick little nap. And I think overall the whole procedure took about 20 minutes. I remember waking up and my husband was there and I kept asking him what time it was. The one thing I will say, and this is not the nurse that was training. There's another nurse that was there that I had during my last procedure. She's amazing, so kind, so awesome. Like, she gave me a big hug before I left. There was another nurse there that was training, and the office manager came in and she left our paper on my chart with like our results, and she just said, our doctor would be in a few minutes to check on me and to let me know. Well, the nurse came in, this nurse in training came in right after that, and she kind of frustrated me a lot, and I kind of I don't feel bad for getting frustrated at her, but I like looked at my husband like, dude, say something, because she looked at the paper and she read it, and I told her, please don't read that out loud. Our doctor is coming in, like, she's going to tell us, and like, we don't want you to tell us, like, you're the nurse. And she was like, oh, well, why don't you guess how many? And she kept pressing it, like she was removing my IV, and she was frustrating me because she kept saying like, well, why don't you guess? Well, why don't you want me to read it to you? And I'm like, because our doctor is coming in. And finally my husband, like, you know, I caught his attention, and finally he was like, yeah, our doctor's coming in, we'd appreciate it, like, you know, if you let it go. But she was like, I don't know if she just like didn't understand that like we didn't want her to tell us our results, or if she thought we didn't want to know our results. Because then she like folded the paper up and was like, well, I'll just give this to you then. And she gave it to my husband. My husband's like, he was like really confused, like, anyways, then our doctor came in, and I know this is what you're all waiting for. So we know ahead of time, based on all the ultrasounds, what I've been sharing with you guys, we're gonna have a large batch of eggs. We did not do a double trigger shot. She said I would be okay with one large shot of HCG. She felt confident in that. I talked to my coordinator on Wednesday before we took the trigger shot, like 4 hours before. I did not share with you guys taking the trigger shot because for me, it was just like another moment in time where it was like pivotal, and it was very emotional. I actually sobbed, like, mixing the shot, and like it was just an emotional time. I think that most people who've gone through this process understand that it is like this with your emotions. So our doctor came in this morning and she was smiling, and she said that we retrieved 26 eggs. 26, you guys, that is so many eggs. She also told me that I would be hurting this weekend, so just like stay in bed, sit up, lay down, kind of like rotate my position to kind of help, like, so I wouldn't get a lot of fluid. She also told me I followed everything she said to a T when it came to like my hydration, because I didn't have a lot of fluid on my ovaries, and that's really good. So she said by like Thursday I would see that my ovaries would probably fill back up again, and I would probably be a little heavy, but it would drain again over the weekend, because it's just your body's response to this process, because you're taking something away from your body. Your body's like, whoa, what are you doing? And then all the hormones, everything come into play. But she was so happy. 26, I just started bawling. My husband just started bawling, and then like she just looked so happy and pleased, and she just told me that she was really proud of me, and that my body responded so well to the medication. And that was one of my greatest fears, and I've shared that so many times here. So it was just really nice to have this whole process go so well, and it's now behind us, and now we are just waiting. We'll know tomorrow morning actually how many of our eggs fertilized, and then we will know by Wednesday how many matured. So it's just really exciting to like have those things to look forward to, but everything else is basically not out of my control. So diet wise, my diet has to stay the exact same. I know people are probably curious. Because I had so many eggs, we won't be doing an immediate transfer. That's another question. Originally we were planning on it because you can immediately do fresh or frozen transfer, just depending on your embryos and everything. A lot of people do a fresh transfer. We're doing frozen because we're not doing a transfer right away. And also it gives you a higher probability when it comes to the chance of success, and that is what we are looking for overall. So high salt still until I'm fully healed, and then still high protein, which she wants me to continue on the high protein until after the transfer and into the pregnancy. So we're just gonna say that's staying for now, and then I will have my cycle within the next 2 weeks. I can't work out until I get my cycle. That's when my body is fully recovered per se, when it is healing again and its natural hormones are kind of coming up to base. So that is one thing that's like kind of disappointing, in the back of my mind, I'm happy about that because it means I didn't have to wait the whole 10 weeks between cycles of egg retrieval and transfer, but also that means it's going to be closer to like 4.5 weeks of not working out, I think is the, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I've accepted it at this point. I don't really care. The last 2 weeks have showed me that like I couldn't have if I tried. My ovaries were so heavy, and knowing that they're going to get back to that. My right ovary, like I said, is very, very angry. She's mad. I've taken a serving of Tylenol just because they told me to, like about an hour after I got home. I had breakfast this morning after I got home, and now I'm just hanging out. Don't tell my husband, but I'm sitting up. He thinks I should like lay all day. My doctor's like, no, she doesn't have to lay all day. And I was actually going to do a little work on my computer. But I genuinely want to thank each and every one of you for watching these videos, for cheering for us, for sending me messages on Instagram and, you know, commenting and just being here for us. I feel like so many people are cheering us on, and I just again want to be a reminder that if you are going through something like this, you don't have to stay silent. You'd be amazed at the people that will come out and support you, and those are the only people that matter. The people that like aren't going to support you, you don't want those people in your life anyways. So if you're someone going through this, like, I think you'll find that it feels a lot less lonely, and it just feels so much more empowering if you do choose to share it. I understand that a lot of people keep this private, and I support that too. That's completely up to you. But if you're on the fence and you're scared of it, I raise my hand. I was so fearful of sharing because when I first started sharing, people started pointing out what was wrong with me, and they would share articles, and they would share, I mean, I would get all this unsolicited advice, and people were just constantly pointing to me what was wrong with me. And it was really hard because I'm like, well, I don't have any issues. I'm okay. And even if I did have issues, it's not someone's right to point out what is wrong with you and how to fix it. Unsolicited advice is never welcomed, because you would be, if you think of any position you would be in to be uncomfortable and then someone give you unsolicited advice, it just really cracks your surface. So again, I'm just here to be encouraging, and I've met so many wonderful, wonderful people because of these videos, and they always reach out on Instagram, and it's just like so nice to feel like I have friends that I can talk to, and it's been awesome. So thank you so much for watching. I will probably post another video like with an update in the next couple weeks. I'm not gonna rush myself to do it because of everything going on. Also, like, huge thank you to everyone. In my last video, I asked for like electrolyte ideas. So many of you came through. I ordered a bunch on Amazon yesterday because I'm out of my Prime and the other ones. I don't necessarily like the sweet electrolytes. I'm with you guys. I want them to be salty. So I was actually adding salt or watering them down. So we'll see. I ordered a bunch of different ones per your recommendations, and I really appreciate it. So I'm going to get back on my fluffy pillows and relax and hang out with my warmie. And I will see you very soon in a new video. Bye-bye.